Hello, I'm Leatherland from the Pegasus Property Group, a development and lettings agency based in Stoke-on-Trent. We specialise in HMOs and developments. So first things first, I'm not actually selling anything. I'm not on any commission to sell any products. I'm just simply reviewing and explaining how to use apps that I use on my phone and laptop, which help me run my business. So the title of this video is Implementing Apps into Property Management and Leading a Mobile Lifestyle. So what that is I recently did a post on Facebook about useful apps to implement into your property business. The topic was very popular. I had some great feedback, including some recommendations for better apps to use. That's the great thing about the property community. You can put yourself out there and other people will help you to improve. So I've made a series of videos about property management and systems, so please check out my channel and subscribe. No one should feel that they are experienced and knowledgeable, so knowledgeable that they close their mind to new ideas and methods of doing business. That's what being an entrepreneur is all about, being innovative and progressive. I urge any of the more experienced but perhaps not as technology savvy landlords to check out some of these apps, as they may change the way you run your business for the better. I'd be happy to help, so drop me a line anytime. Some apps are used in conjunction with others to create a kind of bespoke system for property management, while some other apps are more generic business apps that anyone could use. So I thought I'd do a quick video breaking down each app into more detail. Now these aren't necessarily the best apps on the market. They're just the apps that I personally use, and I understand them, and that's the main thing really, about using what you feel comfortable using. So what is an app? It's obviously an application. Without teaching you to suck eggs, it's an application. You can install it on your phone, you can install it on your laptop, and it can allow you to run your business better. So let's start off with, I'll just bring up onto the screen now a screenshot of my mobile phone so you can see what my apps look like. I've got this is my home screen, and then down the bottom right hand corner I've got property apps, and if I just expand that now, that's got Dropbox in it, Groups, Adobe, blah blah blah, and then it's also got a second page, which is this page here, CDM Wizard Magic Plan. So I'll go through each one now. I don't want to keep this video too long because I know a lot of people have a short attention span. So the first one is the calendar. Now I don't really use that calendar, to be honest. You can use it, but I've actually got Google Calendar, which is down the left hand side, which I think is a bit better. So you've got photos, camera, clock, all pretty self-explanatory. Amazon app's good. I use that quite a lot, ordering new things in, like light bulbs, any supplies that I might need for my properties, etc. Audible's quite good. You can get podcasts on there. Rob Moore's what's it called, High Leverage or whatever bloody lifestyle thing. That's I listened to that recently. That was quite good. Reminders, that's more for personal use really. I kind of just put a little reminder in there, don't forget to get some shopping in, or don't forget to do this, don't forget to do that, and it would just remind me at a certain time of day or in a certain location, which is quite handy. If you're in the supermarket, it will tell you, don't forget to get the tomatoes. So that's cool. App Store, that's where you download the apps. Settings, that's for your phone. And then WhatsApp. So WhatsApp's really good. I use WhatsApp all the time. We've got group chats in there with all of our members of staff, maintenance teams, all sorts of people, investors that work with us, etc. So that's a really good way of just, obviously you've got an instant chat. It's still kind of better to email each other really, but email's a little bit more formal and it's kind of archived, whilst WhatsApp messages are a bit more urgent and instant, and there's a little bit more chit chat and banter in there as well, which is really good. Calculator, obviously for calculating maps, Gmail. So yeah, we use Gmail all the time. That's really good for emailing people. So then I've got 3 banking apps here: Co-op Bank, Barclays and Lloyds. Co-op's my personal bank. Barclays is the bank I use for my personal portfolio, and then Lloyds is our business bank that we use for Pegasus. So in there we've got a client account for a lettings company, we've got the development company, we've got all the different accounts in there, and I can just log in there anytime and have a look and see what the accounts are doing. I can send money to people instantly. It's really good. It's so handy. Next is Google Calendar. Now this one's really good because you can actually share your Google Calendar with multiple people. So you can have so me and John are the business partners. We're the directors in the business. So we've got access to this. and then Joe, who works with us in developments, and Ryan, who works in lettings, all have access to the same calendar. So they can see when me and John have got meetings, they can see when we're busy. Joe or Ryan could book in meetings for me or John, a bit like a PA, but not a PA sort of thing. So that's great. So we can't forget anything. We use colour coding as well, so we can see, I'm blue, John's yellow, and Joe's green, and Ryan's purple, sort of thing. So we know who's doing what. Chrome web browser, the Messenger, there's Facebook Messenger. I've used that quite a bit. Down here, the Instagram, Twitter pages layout, they're kind of my social media apps that I use. So yeah, we use Instagram and Twitter. Pages is for controlling Facebook pages, and then layout. Basically, with layout, I can make cool looking photos, so I can stitch like 3-4 photos together, put a little filter on it, make them look quite cool, and stick them on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Normally, if you post something through Instagram, it will post it to Facebook for you anyway, and it can post it to Twitter at the same time. So it's kind of cool. So going into, obviously I've got Facebook down the bottom there as well. That's pretty good for marketing. I use Facebook all the time, such as now. I'm using Facebook now to promote this video. So if I now go into my property apps folder, tell you a little bit more about those. So these are kind of this is kind of where the meat of this video is really. Dropbox, Groups, Adobe eSign, Arthur, Rightmove, Zoopla, Evernote, Mortgage Calculator, and Tiny Scanner. So Dropbox, I've actually done a separate video just on Dropbox alone because it's quite a big subject, which you should see a link for that now on the screen. So just without going into too much detail, Dropbox is a bit like an archiving system where it's cloud based. Everyone in my company can access Dropbox, and all of our stuff, everything's on there, literally everything. All of the properties that we manage, all of the projects that we're developing. You can share folders with your investor or your landlord or whatever, and you can put things in there, like if you're managing a property, you can put ASTs in there, and you can put credit reference checks that you've done on tenants and all these sort of things for the landlord, which looks really good. Or if you're project managing a development for a client, then again, Dropbox, you can put all the plans in there, and quotes and schedules of works, and whatever you need, basically photos, stuff like that can go in there. So that's really good. Groups. Now, Groups is just a basically it allows you to do mass SMS text messaging. So you can set up different groups of people in there. So you can have all your tenants in there split into different folders. So each house can be a separate folder. So you can text everybody on one property at one time, or you can text your whole. You can basically text everybody that is a tenant of yours in one go for whatever reason. You might be promoting some sort of special offer, or you might have gone into a local business and got some discount cards, and you're going to give them to your tenants to keep them happy. So you can text them with that stuff, etc., etc. So next is Adobe eSign. So I've actually done another video on Adobe eSign because again, it's actually quite an in-depth app to use. So the link for that will come up on the screen now as well. So without going into too much detail, Adobe eSign is simply a document system where you can upload something like an AST, an application form, a feedback form, whatever you want. You can upload it, create a template, and then you can build text boxes where you want text boxes to go, where you want signatures to go, where you want information filled out. Basically, you can save that. You can then send it to people, and when they receive an email saying they've been sent this document, they open it. Open in their web browser, and it's basically an online application form or document that they can type in, and they can sign it electronically as well, which is legally binding in the UK. So it's actually really good. You can, ASTs, application forms, all those things that people do when they're managing property. This has basically created a completely paperless system for me. We have no paper in the company anymore, so that saves some costs. It costs about £10 a month, so pretty worth it, I think. And it's one of them things where you can kind of just be, use your imagination. You can put any document you want on there, any Word or PDF document. So use your imagination for what you could use it for. So Arthur, that's the management system we use for our company. So all of our viewings get booked on there, all of the tenancy details get booked on there. We can put tasks on there, like maintenance tasks, etc. All our landlords and tenants can log into Arthur as well. and see all of that information. So that's quite good. That kind of creates a bit of transparency between a letting agency and a landlord. A lot of landlords don't like giving their properties over to letting agencies because they feel like they've lost a bit of control, which they normally have. They have lost control. They've lost the management of the property. But also, if you want to, get some information about your property, you've got to ring somebody on the front desk, like a receptionist, and can I have some ASTs? I want to know who's living in my property, and you'll be waiting 3 weeks, and constantly badgering them for that. When's my documents coming through? And you won't get that. So with Alpha, we eliminate that. We basically say, here's your login details. Log on and see yourself. You can see anything you want anytime. So that's good. Rightmove and Supla, obviously for advertising. We use SpareRoom.com and OpenRent. Spare Room's okay. I think it's died a bit over the last sort of 6 months. OpenRent's been really good. We probably get about 80% of our inquiries through OpenRent now, and we've got quite a high conversion rate. Probably pretty much every 2 people that view a room, one of them will take it first time. So it's a good conversion rate. But yeah, OpenRent's £29, and you can put the advert on Rightmove, Supla, Gumtree, and loads of other websites. So it's good. Evernote, I use that for storing receipts. So I can just take a photo of a receipt and it will be stored into Evernote, which is great for my accountant. Mortgage calculator is really simple. You just put in the numbers and the amount of years and the interest, and it'll calculate interest only, full repayment calculations for you. It's quite good if you're just kind of out and about looking at properties and you're kind of trying to stack them up in your head. I mean, I've got spreadsheets that I use for stacking deals on my laptop anyway, but you don't really want to carry your laptop around with you on site. So I'd either basically get a tablet with a spreadsheet on. You could actually do it there and then whilst you're walking around looking at properties, or if you just get it on your phone, you can just quickly do some calculations there on the spot. You roughly know how much the bills cost a month anyway on a property, so you can kind of work out what the cash flow is going to be, if it's going to stack or not. So next is Tiny Scanner. So I'll try and hurry this up now because this video is getting a bit long. So Tiny Scanner allows you to take a photo of something, it turns it into a PDF file, and it can upload it to Dropbox or whatever in a cloud-based system. So that's quite good. Again, if trades are giving you invoices and you've got paperwork, receipts and stuff knocking around, you don't want this paper. You want to get rid of this paper. You want to take a photo of it, upload it to the cloud, keep the original receipt in a box somewhere, forget about it. Get rid of it basically. Declutter your life. So the next page is CDM Wizard. CDM's health and safety, so a bit of a dry subject. But if you're kind of managing smaller projects, then CDM Wizard's quite good. If you're doing like a kitchen install or something like that, you are kind of if you're running like renovation projects and you're doing it as a limited company, you are kind of expected to have a certain level of health and safety in place, especially if you're kind of employing these people. So it's one of them. Magic Plan. Magic Plan's quite cool just for doing drawings and room sizes and all that kind of stuff. It's quite a smart app. I'll definitely check it out. So that's kind of it for me really. So like I said, I wasn't going to go into massive detail on each individual app. I'd recommend you actually go and download them and check them out for yourself. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.